Okay, so we just finished doing the little hammer time thingy, and we're going to move into the second formation, and it's a very small formation change. We were here at this one, and so we're going to move to the second formation, which is here, and you can see that they're very similar, and they're very close. Let me focus it out for you. They're very close. On this one, you have your partners, your partner, your partner, your partner, and then the middle. Well, this one, these two back two people just basically come a little bit closer together. These three kind of stay in the same place. They just come closer together. These two have to move kind of into the front, staggered position. And this formation is really close and tight. And so what you're going to do is you just had your hammer time, and so they're kind of staggered. So we're going to split this group like this, and this half will be coming in this way, and this half will be coming in this way when we start doing this move. So if they're on here, they will start with their right leg. If they're over here, they're going to start with their left leg to move in, if that makes sense. So we're going to move into this formation now. And everybody does the same thing. We just finished the 1, 2, 3, pop, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Immediately, if you're starting with your left leg, it's going to be a big, big step to the left. And hands come down to your side. 1, 2, and when you come up, you're moving closer inside, and you pump it 3, 4. I don't know if you can see me. So it's a 1, 2, and you pump 3, 3, 4, your upper body. Again, I'm not sure if you can see everything I'm doing. Same thing with the other people going the other way. They're just going to step with their right leg. So 1, 2, pump 3, 4. And then everybody will turn to the back. So if you're stepping with your right leg first, you will turn over your right shoulder. And if you're stepping to the left first, you're going to turn over your left shoulder. And so you went with the 1, 2, pump 3, 4. So everybody's moving in together. And again, this will move them in together even closer. Turn on 5, walk, move 6, 7 to get in your new spot, just so everybody can kind of tighten up. So you turned on 1, 2, pump 3, 4, turn 5, 6, 7. Everybody should be in their formation on 7 and hit on 8. Can't touch this. And it's kind of like the little, get ready for, the cheer pop thing. I don't know what it's called. But 8. And everybody turns around over their right shoulder, and that's the, you can't touch this. Okay, now we're going to do another set group. Same formation. And I'm going to break this down. So we are going to have some stagger here as well, and this will start the third 8 count because we just finished with the second. But on this second formation, what I'm going to do is these middle 3 here, I'm going to make a group, and then everybody on the outside, I'm making another group. So you have the middle group and you have the outside group. I'm going to show you the outside group first, and then I'll show you the middle group. Okay, so we moved into, we turned on 5, 6, 7, hit 8. And again, this is the outside people. They immediately hop around and pump. 1, 2, 3, 4, squat down, 5, 6, 7, hit 8. Okay, so they were on an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 5, 6, 7, hit 8. And then the inside people, the 3 that are inside, hit an 8, and they immediately turn and pop down into a squat on 1, 2, 3, 4, and when, sorry, my cat is trying to get the camera. So they immediately squat down on 1, 2, 3, 4, while the outer group is doing the pump. And when the outer group scoots down on 5, the middle group's going to jump up into the running man. So they're here on 1, 2, 3, 4, up 5, 6, 7, hit 8. So everyone ends here on 8. So the outside group pops up, the inside group running man out, and this is, you can't touch this. Again, you can't touch this. So I wanted to add the running man because it kind of goes with the 80s. It's kind of cool. And that is the third 8 count, so we've got 2 more to go. From there, we move into our next formation, and it's pretty easy. What I did was, and again, you're going to have to just determine who goes where, but we're moving from this to 5 in the front, 4 in the back, and it's just a staggered straight line. And then this is going to also change one more time, but it's at the very end, so this will have 1 8 count, and then they'll move, and then it'll end up like this, where it's the 4 in the back come to the front, and the 5 that were in the front go to the back. So it's kind of just flip-flopping in part of this move. And so when we get there, I'll say this is where they move formations, and this will be the ending formation. Okay. So we just ended with, you can't touch this. So they all just move fast. 1, 2, 3, 4 to that first formation, where there's 5 in the front, 4 in the back. So they're moving 1, 2, 3, 4, and they come up, or they move 1, 2, 3, clean on 4, and they do the Cabbage Patch, which is a big step to the left with the big scooping arms, and then a shoulder ball. So they're here on 4, they're going to scoop on 5, so it's 5, 6, 7, and 8. You're not supposed to squat, but I don't think you can see me in the camera. I'm sure you know what the Cabbage Patch is. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. You're supposed to do your little hips. So 5, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? And then this is where they switch formations. The back goes forward, the front goes back. So they went 7 and 8. They put their arms down into the low V. They shoulder shake like you had them do in the original one. The front shoulder shakes forward. The back shoulder shakes forward. The front shoulder shakes back. I'm going to go forward. So it's 7 and 8. Shake 1, 2, 3, 4. And so everybody should have their position switched by 4. I'm trying to remember what I did right there at the last part. Oh yeah. Okay, so they're shoulder shaking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and they do the crisscross, 5 and 6, and then they all step out, so everybody's doing the same thing. The front goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then they all lean 5, 6 forward, step out, right leg, right hip out, and they do the shoulder brush. 7 and, let me see if you can see, 7 and 8. You know the shoulder brush that MC Hammer always did. 7 and 8, kind of a shake of the hips and everything, and they just kind of brush their shoulders. You can't touch this. And then let me move this up a little bit, so you might see it a little bit better. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So it's 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and slowly turn around and end. Because it says you can't touch this, and then it has that little kind of at the very, very end, that little cheer squeal kind of thing. 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and everybody just stand like that. And a pause. So that's it. Hope you got it. And of course, feel free to hate it. Feel free to change it. Feel free to, I don't know, say what in the hell are you doing here? And if you don't, and I have these formations, I can bring them to the gym on Monday. But that is what I came up with. Okay.